friends, I'm Jody. Welcome back to This Bead Life. If this is your first time here, welcome. We've had a lot of new subscribers lately and I am so excited to see you guys here. We have a great community here and just love to spread the joy and the happiness that beads give us all. And today I actually was shocked. So today is the 7th and I already got my bargain bead box. And I guess I was one of the lucky ones who got it through the Amazon shipping that they're trying to do. I was super excited. I couldn't believe it. I had an Amazon package on my kitchen table and I'm like, what did I order? And it's my bargain bead box. So let's go ahead and unbox it right now because I'm excited. It's full of green and I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and go to the mat and let's get it unboxed. Let's put it in our nice little trays and let's make something fun and gorgeous. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone. So this month's box is Key Lime PI and it's a little play on words because March 14th is Pi Day. So like 3.14 and all those other numbers behind it. It's kind of some math humor. Rounds and half rounds coupled with luscious, creamy shades of green in this bright springtime palette. Inspired by Pantone's Spring 2025 color trends, you'll find gorgeous green gemstones such as serpentine, Alaskan agate, and aventurine, crackled glass, sparkling crystal, and gold finished findings complete this collection. Happy Pi Day! So this box has a retail value of $81.81 and it's pretty awesome. There's 20 items in this box or in this bag today, and we even have a bonus one that she included, so that makes us have 20. Most of their metals are lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free, and it will tell you like this one is lead-free, this one's lead-free and cadmium-free. So it'll give you all that information on your list. If you are a subscriber, you have a 30% off coupon that you can use all month of March as many times as you want. If you haven't subscribed, you can go to the description, click on my link, use my promo code to save you $2 for your first box. The boxes are $22.99, so your first box would be $20.99. And then every month after that is $22.99 and you get that bonus 30% off coupon that you can use to your heart's delight. So I am going to get one of my little boxes out here. And I love this bag. This bag is like gorgeous green. I was so excited because I was feeling kind of like we've seen a lot of blue lately and I was ready for some like greens and yellows and oranges and all those other colors, and this is going to be fantastic. So I am going to dump this out and we're going to just start going through it. I'm going to go through all the beads first and then the metal stuff last. So the first thing that I found is the 2-piece 15 by 19 millimeter carved white agate ginkgo leaf drops. These are so cool. Look at these. We have never had anything like this as far as I can remember, or as far as I know from when, shopping with with Bargain Bead Box or Bead Box Bargains, that we've never had this before. So let me grab a head pin. Cheeto, I just started the video. You're going to have to wait, buddy. So my cat wants out. So it's jeweled through the top right here. And these would make really cute earrings or even a small pendant or even as a charm on a bracelet. Very, very cute. So we're going to put those right here. Then next I have 2 pieces of 18 by 13 millimeter nude jade, which is serpentine, teardrops. Ooh, these are pretty. So mine are not really close in color, but that's okay because I think what I would end up doing is probably wrapping these anyway and using these as like a little petite pendant. They're very, very pretty. Or even if you have them on your earrings and if you have other beads with them, it's probably not going to be super duper noticeable, but they are really, really gorgeous. I love that color. So far, I am loving all of this. So I'm just keeping track on my list too to make sure I have everything, that I'm not missing anything, because sometimes I drop a bag and I didn't catch it. All right, next we have 5mm synthetic coral, which is man-made lotus flower beads, and these are a 7-inch strand. Oh, these are so cool. They're very lightweight. They almost feel like resin. I think they are. I don't know. Anyway, but they're really, really cool. Look at that. They just kind of glow. Those are really, really pretty. I love those. So let's go ahead and open up that strand and get that in here. Okay, we want to go here. I'm putting it in order, like numbered order, that's on the list, because I will probably get rid of my bags or store them somewhere or whatever. And this just kind of helps me keep track of what I had, because I keep my list inside my box. Looks like they won't all fit, so we're going to go into the next one just a little bit here. Pull the rest of that off. There we go. All right, so next I have 6 by 4mm crystal faceted rondelle beads in C Opal AB. You get a 16-inch strand. I can already tell I'm gonna like these. I love that, like that opal-like coating on a bead. I think it's really pretty. And look at those facets. Isn't that glorious? It's so pretty. All right, let's go ahead and open up this strand and get that in our box. Sorry, I caught a sneeze all of a sudden and had to pause it real quick. Normally, my body doesn't give me that much notice, but I could feel it coming on, and I'm like, oh no, let me not sneeze and bust everyone's eardrums, because my sneezes have been super loud lately, and I don't know what's going on with that. We've had some really crazy weather changes. So day before yesterday, it was almost 50 degrees. And then yesterday it dropped down to 32. Today it's like around 35 and raining. And it was a little bit like a mix of snow and rain. And then, yeah, it's just been, Michigan's a hot mess this time of year. And Mother Nature doesn't know what she wants to do. I looked out my window the other morning, and there was a little bit of dusting of snow on the ground after all of it had melted away the day before. And I was like, okay, who made Mother Nature angry? Because you need to go apologize so she can fix this. Because apparently she is not having it. Let's see if I can get that off there now. There we go. All right, those fit all nice and everything in there. So next we have new jade, which is serpentine nugget beads, and we get a 15-inch strand. Ooh, these are pretty. These are nice nuggets. Look at these, you guys. You know, the colors in this box just kind of like, just glow, don't they? They just kind of pop right out. Absolutely love it. All right, so let's put those in here. And we might have to maybe put these two together, because I think it's going to need more. I just like to try to put them in order of like where they are on my list. It just helps me keep track of what I have. If I wanted to see if they had more available when they do the box extras. I do believe that this is definitely one that I am going to have to get a companion bundle if they have one available. All right, next is a 4-piece approximately 12 millimeter lampwork glass beads in green glow. Oh, these are amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at these. Oh, I don't think the camera can do it any justice. Look at those. So they do have a little bit of a size difference, which is, you know, fine because these are handmade. But these are beautiful. It almost looks like they have little tiny flowers inside there. Those are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, and then we have 8 millimeter crackle glass beads in honeydew, and you get a 15-inch strand. Oh, I like these. Look at that green. I'm telling you, like, these are just glowing. This box is like just glowing, and I can't even take it. It's amazing. Let's cut that off there. And find my end here. I am so excited to create with this box. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. This is really going to be a super fun box to make stuff with. And there we go. Those are all in there. Okay, we have more beads yet. So this one is a 40-piece, 4 millimeter crystal faceted cubic cylinder bead in champagne shimmer. Oh, okay. These are really cool. Aren't those beautiful? I love that cylinder shape. Those are amazing. Beautiful color. All right, moving on to some more beads. We have a 8 millimeter elation agate dyed, and these are on a 7-inch strand. Oh, that's pretty. It's like it's almost like if you took green and that really nice beige and mixed them together, and this is what you got. This really creamy, consistent bead. And look, I have one with this little striation here. Oh, this is cool. I think this is my favorite bead in my little strand. It's so cute. All right, let's get this one in the box. So pretty. I think this and these look so, look at that. They look so good together. And even with these nuggets, oh my gosh. Amazing, 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 amazing. All right, I'm making a little mess over here on the side. Don't mind my mess, guys. Okay, next thing we have is we have some more shiny, beautiful things. We have 10, number 10 is 4 millimeter crystal bell beads in light jade green AB, and you get a 6.5-inch strand. Oh, these are so cool. They're like a little bit of like a cone shape, you guys. Hold on, let me cut one of these off here. The little metal strings kind of bother me. I've heard other people say it too, or like, I got poked by one. And I get poked by them too, but and not bad enough to like, not like a stabbing wound or anything like that, but it's like, oh, that hurt. So can you see where it's like skinnier up here and a little bit wider down here? That's a really cool shape. I have never seen this one before. That's a really cool little bead. I love that. So those we're going to put right, I think those go, those go here. And they are like kind of bell shaped. You know, I call them, I don't know, I call them like whatever I call them, but where is the, oh, I'm like, where is my open side? There it is. These are really, really pretty. I super love those. You know, we didn't read our calendar yet, but you know what? We will before we start designing. There we go. See if I can get that off there. I mean, it is on there tight. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna snip it off here at the top, and maybe that'll be enough to loosen that up. And if not, I'll just stick it in my container and I'll worry about it later. Because otherwise I could keep you guys here forever while I pick at this. Oh wait, I think I got it. We have to do surgery on these little items. There we go. Okay. Next we have, it's a 24 millimeter green aventurine faceted teardrop pendant. Ooh, that's gorgeous. And I like that it's a shade deeper because it looks so good. Like, it's almost like you were thirsty and you needed a drink. Like, this is like a finishing touch, right? This is really, really pretty. I'll put him right there. And I think we have one more thing of beads. So this is our bonus one. So this is 6 millimeters green aventurine dyed round beads, and you get a 7-inch strand. So this was really cool that she gave us this little bonus. And I think she did it, if I can remember right, she did it because of the pendant. And I think that was really cool of her to do that. So here's that, and it's just lovely. Really, really pretty. That's a really nice aventurine. That way you can bring some of your light greens and your dark greens together, and it's gonna look great. And this box came just in time for St. Patrick's Day too. So that's pretty awesome. All right, so let's see, what do we have next here? I think we're all done with our beads. Let's see if we have some spacers and such. Okay, so we do. We have 100 pieces of 3x2 steel spacers, and these are lead-free. So here's our little gold spacers. It's a nice gold too. I like that gold. Get in there. All right. And then we have some bead caps. Oh, these are cool. So these are like, okay, so these are hypoallergenic stainless steel bead caps in gold, and they're 6 millimeter. You get 40 pieces. So these are different. They're like a little more modern. So there's just a shape. There's no like pattern. Let's get something strong on one of these. I want to check that out because I'm totally into some of those like real simplistic designs in like the, what do I do with my head pin? I literally just had a head pin, y'all. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it's a 6 millimeter, but let's put this on this light green one here. Just going to drop that down. Oh my goodness. Do I ever love that? And I feel like they're just like a little bit offset. So there it is. That is really cool. Oh, I'm sorry, my hand was making a shadow. That is really, really cool. I like those. I'm going to need to order more of those. I wonder if she'll end up getting them in other colors, because I would be really interested in that. All right, next we have some cable chain. So we have 1 meter, and these are 4x3 loops of stainless steel gold plate, 18 karat gold plated stainless steel jewelry chain. So here it is, 1 meter of the gold chain, like a little curb chain. There we go. Let's put him right there. Then we have 2 pieces, 10.5 by 21 millimeter, 18 karat gold plated brass half circle pendants. And those are nickel free. Oh, I like these. She was showing these on her like sneak peek. Oh, I love those a lot. These are so cool. And these you can do so much with. These would be great earrings. Like I can imagine, like, I mean, this would be cool. Look. And if you did like a little bead in between or something, like maybe, ooh, maybe this one. You guys, I'm okay. I really am. Like if you did like a bead in between and did like a top and bottom thing, that would be really cool. Yeah, I super duper love these. Okay, and then we have 2 pieces, 10.5 by 21 millimeter, 18 karat gold plated brass half circle link. So we have the links just like the pendant. So if you didn't want to use your ginkgo, you could probably, and this would be cute. So if you did, this would be a cute pendant. Like if you did this, oh my gosh, if you did this and then did like a bead and a bead, tell me that would not be a really cool long pendant. I love that. Oh my goodness, that is so stinking cute. Okay, I'm getting all kinds of ideas, you guys. I'm getting so excited about this. And then we have 2 pieces, 40 by 29 millimeter hammered Art Deco half oval pendant. You say pendant, I see earrings. So there's the front. These are totally earrings. I wonder if you could do like a wire wrap, like design in here, or if you could hang like a dagger bead and then, you know, do like wrap like some little seed beads or something in there. That would be really cool. So that's what the front looks like. And there's the back. And I don't know if it'll fit in my little container. Probably not without damaging it. So we're going to put it back in the bag, and we're going to just keep this with the box. I'll put it back in the regular bag too and just keep it all together. Couple things left, guys, and then we're almost done. And next we have a 2-piece 8 by 10 millimeter 18 karat gold plated brass half circle ear stud findings. These are nickel free. Okay, so you get the little gold ear nut, and here's our little earring stud. See, you could really make one amazing pair of earrings from this. I mean, there's like so much we could do. These are pretty. I really love those. I'm going to need to get some more of those too. Those are really fun. And then the very last thing we have is we have an 19.5 millimeter 18 karat gold plated brass lobster clasp and 6 millimeter jump rings. So here we go. We got some nice 6 millimeter jump rings and then an oversized lobster clasp, which is great. That's one of my go-tos. You guys see me use lobster clasps this size all the time. So that's perfect. All right, guys. Well, here it is. Here's our bargain bead box for March, and I am so stoked about it. It is absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to dive in. But I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull some stuff out, right? But then I'm going to have to come back in a little bit because I got some stuff I have to take care of. And then we'll create. But I don't want you thinking I'm spending all my time just like sitting here looking at it. We're still doing a design on the fly, but I'll have to be back in a sec. All right, so let's take a look and see what we have here. So first of all, I am just like blown away by this. I need to make this pair of earrings, and I need to make this pair of earrings like right now. Okay, so that, and I want to go with my idea of taking these, maybe dangling these. I wonder, I mean, these are going to be big, bold earrings, okay? I'm just trying to decide what I want to use. If I want to use the aventurine, or if I want to use these, because those are super cute. Or maybe we could do like a combination of both. So maybe we could do these really cute earrings. And then maybe do some darker green. I love that, you guys. I want to make 2 pairs of earrings. I really do. I want to make 2 pairs of earrings. And I think we're going to figure it out. I think we're going to do this because I think this is really, really cute. And I think this will look really good together. So I want to do that. And I think we'll use just a couple of the bead caps, like one on each bottom here, because we don't want to cover up the little floral thing we have going on. And I feel like these might be too big for these, because I know they're 6 millimeters, but I don't want it to look like a hat, you know? So we'll leave those the way they are. I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, you know what? We have this one, and then I really feel like I want to do something with these too. Make another pair of earrings. We'll put these on ear wires. So if we had these, and if we maybe use these little guys like in here, and just wrap those in there. Like that. That would be really stunning. But then I kind of wonder, let me see, let me look at these. I really love the green, so I'm kind of really like leaning towards the green. If I did these like back to back like this, they kind of like sit and rest with each other really nice. So maybe if I did that and just filled that in with those, I like this one better. So let's take that off there. And we know we can do that. We're gonna wire wrap those. So let me just grab 3 of those and put those in there. And then we need a bead for the top. So I think that I would like to use probably these crackles and use a bead cap with them. That would be really pretty. You know what? Let's make 2 pairs of earrings, and they're going to be bold and they're going to be lovely. I'm going to go grab the few things that I need real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I went ahead and put 1 earring each together because I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing before I got you guys back on here. So this is first earring, and this is using the half circle link and the pendant, and one of the really pretty, I want to say this is resin flower shaped like lotus flowers and one of the green aventurines and the post earrings. So we're going to make the other one for that, but really, really cute. They're actually very lightweight. And then the other earring, I was going to use those like cone-shaped, green beads, but then I changed my mind. And these beads with the wire doesn't sit like directly inside. So I started a loop here and I fed the beads through. And I did like a little wire wrap design on there. I don't know if you can see it very well. And then I used the really pretty lampwork bead, and it worked out really nice because using these crystals, it's pulling out some of the gold flecks in here too, and it just looks really, really cute. And then I put them on a simple pair of ear wires. So we're gonna make each one of these, and I'll tell you what materials I use to do this. So I do have like a little pair of simple ear wires from my stash, so you can use any ear wire that you choose. From the box, I have 3 of the champagne crystals. I have a lampwork bead. I have the pendant, 2 of the ball spacers, and we are using, to do the wrap, we are using 24 gauge gold wire, and I'm using Bead German style wire. This will also like bring up something too. So I've been asked a lot the difference between wires, like brands of wires. I use Bead a lot of Bead products because I really like Bead and I trust Bead and I've been using it for a long time. But the German style wire, I just really like it because it kind of, I feel like it's not overly soft. But if I'm doing something with like a lot of wrapping around things and I really need something super duper flexible, I will use a craft wire because craft wire can tend to be really, really a lot softer. You can work hard in both wires. So it's really going to depend on, honestly, what your budget is for such things. And it's going to also depend on what you prefer working with. I recommend having both on hand because you can definitely use both in different projects. When I use like the Bead wire and I want to, like if I want to make a ring, I want something that's going to be a little sturdier. So I'm going to use the German style wire and I'm going to work hard in it and it's going to be perfect. When I am having like a large pendant and I might be wire wrapping around it, I'm going to probably want to use craft wire because it'll just take that shape so much easier than a stiffer wire. That's just what I have found. That's not, you know, the end all be all, but that's just what I have experienced myself. So it's really honestly my opinion. So I think your best bet is to really just have both on hand if you can and decide what you like to use for what. It's really a big personal preference in my book, the way I see it. So that's what I have to say about wire. All right, so we're going to start by just taking a little bit of this wire on the top of our pendant on one side, and we're going to take about 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and we're just going to wrap that around. It's going to slide and you can just move it back with your fingers, but we're going to wrap it around 3 times. So there's one. It's a little fiddly, but if you take your time with it, you can get it. And if your wire gets too short, excuse me, I'm sorry, that was stuck up on me. If your wire gets too short, you can reach in and grab it with your pliers if you need to. But I find I just have better control if I use my fingers. So, and then we have our 3rd wrap. So there's 3 little wraps. And if they're open, just use your thumbnails and your fingernails and just push them together. We can go ahead and clip off this little piece here. And I'm just trying to clip off of as close as I can. And then we can squish it down with our pliers too. Just go in there and just squish it down. You can bring it together. Nice, neat little wire wraps. And what we ended up doing is taking our wire, feeding on one of these cylinder beads, letting it drop down to our pendant. Now it's not going to sit inside, but it's going to sit rest nicely on top of both of these like sticks, right? So then we're going to wrap this around, but bring it down and underneath that bead. Okay, so on the back, it's going to be coming across and down. And we're going to wrap it around the bottom of that bead once. And then when we come back one more time and then back up. So now we have 2 full wraps around underneath that bead. Grab another one. Let it drop down to the end. Take it and position it right underneath your 2 wraps that you did. And then do the same thing. Come around underneath that bead and like support that bead and 2 full wraps. And then when you're coming up to do like your 3rd one, you're going to grab that last bead, drop it down, set it right underneath those 2 wraps, just like you did in the other one. And just bring that around. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to wrap that around twice. And when you get here, so you got your 2 wraps and you get here and you're coming up to do like you're going to add 1 more bead, but you're not. You're going to take your wire, poke it through this opening and just pull it down nice and snug. Okay, and then it's not going to go anywhere. And you can do that more than once. So do it once, do it twice, and just pull it down nice and firm. And it'll just blend in with your piece. And then you can take your cutters, get in there really close, really close, and just snip it off and just feel it to see if you can feel that wire. If you can feel that pokey little wire, just sneak in there with your pliers and tuck it in underneath those little wraps. And now there's no more wire. It's gone. Okay, so that's part of it. So now we're done with our 24 gauge wire, and now we're going to use some 20 gauge wire. And I have about a 4-inch piece here. We can just straighten it out with our fingers because we're going to do some loops here. Let me actually grab, where are my, oh, there they are. Just grab these. So I want to run something by you guys and see what you think about this. Some of the stuff that I use, you guys ask for links a lot, and I've been really thinking about doing my own Amazon storefront, which will give you, like, I can choose the items that I have there, like items that I use often, and I can direct you to just one place in my description, like all the time, because it'll be most of the stuff I use, you'll be able to find on Amazon, because even a lot of these sellers have their items available on Amazon as well, even though they still ship from the original seller. Like the Bead Chest has some of their stuff on there, but they sell it on there, but it ships from the Bead Chest. So would that be helpful to you guys? I want to know, because I just want to let you know it costs money to do an Amazon storefront. But if it's going to help you guys, and then I'll get commissions off of what you guys pick out there, and it'll help offset that cost of having it. I'm just trying to think of something that's going to be super convenient for you. So let me know in the comments what you think about that idea. I feel like it'd be easier than me having a website and trying to get wholesale licensing and all this other stuff. I think that would just be so much easier. Not to mention Amazon is like a worldwide thing. and you can usually get your stuff pretty quick. So just let me know what you think. All right, so now we're going to take this 20 gauge bead-a-line wire that I have, and we're going to make a wire wrap loop. And this is going to be our bottom, but we're going to stop here, and we're going to need to just pop that open just a little bit because we're trying to do this without using jump rings, okay? And we're going to hang that right on our little loop of our pendant or earring, whatever you want to call it. And then we can close that loop back up, and we're going to come in here with our pliers, and we're going to do a nice little wire wrap around. I think I went 3 times. Yep. So we did 3 times around. Nice little wrap. And then we can trim that extra piece off. Squish down anything that needs to be squished down, like anything sharp or pointy. Sometimes my wraps get a little wild. Okay, so we got that squished down, and now we're going to drop down one of our gold spacers. I was going to use the bead caps with these, but then the bead caps covered up so much of this beautiful real estate that I thought the gold beads would be better. Okay, and now we're here, and since our wire is like this, we want our loop to be the opposite direction. So we are going to just turn this, and we're going to make our loop the opposite direction of what it is on the bottom. So once I get my round nose pliers on there, it should be going the opposite way. So now we're just going to make our wire wrap loop. And again, we're going to do about 3 wraps around. So once we get it in position, we can take our pliers and just wrap around 3 times, just like that. All right, and then we can just check the positioning of our loop, make sure we did get it right. Sometimes when you're wrapping, your loop will twist a little bit, but we're just gonna make sure we have it right. Let's cut off that extra, lay that down. Don't have anything sharp and pokey. That was actually a really good cut. We're going to put our ear wire on, and then we can close up this ear wire. And now we have this really cool, fun pair of earrings. Those are so cute. And I will try both pairs on at the end so you can see them, but we're just going to lay them over there for now because now we're going to work on our next one, which is this, using the post that came in our box. So, and the backs for these posts are real sticky, guys. Like it's really hard to get them on. So you might have to go in with like maybe a couple sets of round nose pliers and just kind of pull these 2 little loops apart just a little bit, just to give it some room to like get through, because it doesn't want to get through. And I'll show you what I mean, because if you can see like how close they are together, I mean, it's hard to squeeze a post through that. So we'll fix that though. Okay, and then over here, we're going to continue on with our 20 gauge German style wire. And I'm just going to cut off a length that is workable for me. So this is about a 10-inch length. And we'll just give it a good little straighten here. And we're just going to do a lot of wire wrap loops. I didn't use any jump rings at all in either earring. And we're going to start here, and we're going to make our wire wrap loop. And before we close it off, we're going to just leave it open. So it's open, and we're going to string on our bottom of our earring. Just pop it in there. It might take a second to get it in there, but it'll work. And then just kind of straighten your little loop back up a little bit if you can. I kind of did a little number on mine, so I'm going to stick my round nose pliers back in there and fix it. There we go. And then we're going to just do our wrap around the base of that one. Just take it slow and easy, make a nice little neat wrap. Or make a messy wrap, whatever you like. I don't care. I like messy wraps too. All right. So we have that. And now we can just trim that off a little bit. Again, if you have anything poking out, you want to make sure you're squeezing that down and not having anything sharp to hurt somebody unintentionally, of course. All right, so the next thing we did is we took this wire and we fed on our bead cap facing up so that it'll cup the bottom of this little like lotus flower. So just like that. And then we're going to do our loop in the same direction because we're going to be connecting it to this. So we're going to go in here next to this flower, right on top of this flower here. And we're going to do our loop. And again, we're not going to close off our loop because we need to attach that other piece to our earring. So we're just going to slide that on. Both sides are the same, so it's not going to matter which side gets facing forward. And once we get that on, we can go in and fix our loop. Just kind of use your fingers and connect it back together. Get in there with a really small pair of pliers or your round nose pliers, whatever works. And we're just going to use our hand and just guide that wire around 3 times. Okay, so just like that. Get in there close to the bead and snip that off. And now we have half of our earring done, but we want to squish that little sharp thing down and just maybe straighten out our loop a little bit. All right, so using the same piece of wire that we cut, which was about 10 inches, let me smooth it back out again because I got it all like twisted and wonky, and this helps kind of harden it too a little bit. All right, and now we're going to make another loop and leave it open so we can slide on that component just like before. Open up maybe just a tad bit more. Slide that right on here, just like so. Grab a hold of your loop. And then we're going to use, because this piece is a lot smaller, we're going to use our pliers and do our 3 little wraps around, like so. Okay, and then we can snip off that excess wire. And then we're going to just put our aventurine bead directly on. These are such cute earrings, you guys. I am like so excited about both of these earrings. They're so cute. All right, and then we're going to make our loop, but again, we're going to leave it open because we're going to feed this right on. And we're going to make our loop in the same direction again because this has a loop that faces this way. You do have the opportunity to like kind of twist your loops around and get them facing properly if you need to. Because like I said, sometimes when you're like doing your wraps, your loop will get like kind of turned a little bit. I mean, it happens. So you absolutely have the opportunity to do that. And we're going to feed our little guy right on here. And again, since the pattern is the same on both sides of these, it doesn't matter how this is facing. So let's just squeeze in there and get a hold of that loop. And we're going to wrap around our bead, up to our bead. So it's about 3 times around. And we ended up with about 2 inches of wire left. So you could probably get away with doing like an 8-inch or so piece of wire. I like to give myself a little bit extra in case I make a mistake and I need to cut some of it away and do it over. So I give myself a little bit more. And then let me just show you what I was talking about with fixing this. So I'm going to grab another pair of round nose pliers. I'm just going to stick it in here and then grab this pair and stick it in there. And we're just going to pull just a teeny tiny bit away from each other. Just enough to be able to get our, and do it gently, guys. Don't like be herky jerky and like ruin your ear nut. Just kind of do it gently and just pull them a little bit away from each other. You still want it to be a good closure. Like you don't want it to be loose and like lose your earring back and then lose your earring, but you want to be able to get it in there. And it's still like the hole is really tight. Just be really careful because you're going to end up bending your earring and then we'll be really sad. But you can also use like a little drill or something to get in there with it, which I don't know what I did with my reamer, but I'm sure I'll find it eventually. It's here somewhere, so I might do some of that off camera, but I can still at least put this in to show you. All right, so let me pick up both of these earrings, and you can see both of them together. I think they turned out so darling. Look at how cute they are with the light green and the dark green. Just like absolutely perfect for summer. So much gold. I mean, spring. I'm like really pushing it, you guys. We're like closer to spring than we are summer, but I'm like, come on, summer. All right, I'm going to try both pairs on for you so you can see them, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I did not put the backs on, so they might fall forward because they're having trouble with the backs. I might just put my silicone ear nuts on it and not deal with it because honestly, it's like they're really difficult. I need to really drill them or something. But they turned out really cute. I love that bright green, and you can see just a little peek of the darker green. But I thought those turned out really adorable. But I'm super excited about the next pair. So the next pair are my favorite. I would like to know what you guys think. Which pair is your favorite? So here's one. Oh, look at that. You can see that little gold in between the champagne color beads. And let me put the other one on. There we go. I think these turned out gorgeous. What do you guys think? I love these. They're so pretty. I kind of want more of these too. I hope they get them in other shades because they are so gorgeous. And then, yes, they are longer. They're going to be longer length earrings, but I think they're really cute. Guys, let me know what you thought, and I would love to know. So just leave me some comments down there, and I will talk to you all again real soon. I'm sending you all my love, and I hope you have a most wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.